Hello friends, welcome to bispsolutions.com. My name is Amit Sharma and I am going to show you today how to write a conditional statement in HFM calculation manager. So in previous two sessions I shown you how to write basic calculation. In today's example we are going to extend the same example and add a conditional statement. So there are multiple ways of achieving this. You can use a GUI component or you can simply write this script in a calculation and conditional statement under script part. So as you see in this example, I've taken a snapshot over here. The conditional builder enable you to create conditional statement. One simple way you can write it directly by using if statement. Alternatively, you can use a conditional component over here and write the conditions over here. Right. So you see whatever formula I've written over there, this formula gets executed only if condition is true. So what you write here gets executed if condition is true. Whatever function or statement you put over here executes if condition is false. So this fall under between begin and end statement. So in today's example we are going to write a very basic expression. My expression is like this. We are calculating sale tax which is 10% of my sales. Right? And this calculation should take place only for the scenario dimension member actual. So typically we write hs.scenario.member. If condition is true, sale tax gets executed. Okay. So we discussed extensively about the HFM object hierarchy, functions, and different conditional statements. Today we are going to see how to do the same thing using calculation manager. So the way I'm going to do it today, it's going to be in 5 steps. Step number 1, I'm going to write a formula. Then let me make it a little bigger so it become readable. First I'm going to write formula. Then I add this formula in a rule. Then add this rule in my rule set, validate and deploy, and finally we are going to test it. Okay, let's start. So when you start calculation manager, there are multiple views are there. We switch to system view and I'm going to write this expression for calculate. So expand your procedure called calculate and there you find multiple options, rule set, rules, formulas. I'm going to write one new formula. Right click, create new formula and name the formula over here, calculate sale tax. Right, and this is going to be calculated for my application type consolidation, which is HFM. The name of my application is HFM application 1 and type of calculation is calculate. Click on OK and you see the expression window comes over here. Component designer, there you can write a comment, an expression over here. Your left side is your destination and right side is your source. So my destination is a member formula. I select member. The destination is a member, sorry, which is my account dimension member. Call, I put the new member under temp variable called sale tax for the sake of testing. On the right side, my source is also member and which is sales. Under account dimension member, I select sales third party. So sales 10% is my sale tax, so I multiply by 0.1 is going to be 10%. You can write a comments over here as well. Save and validate to ensure that we don't have any syntactical error. Step 1 is done. I have written the member formula. I'm going to add this member formula under the rule now. So close this formula and right click and create new rule. Right click, create new rule. Okay. Name the rule conditional statement. I've written, and between begin and end I'm going to add my member formula which I already created. Under formula section, calculate sale tax, and because I want this calculation to be taken place only when condition is true, I write a conditional statement over here and put this formula under the conditional statement. If condition is true, then only the sale tax gets calculated. Click on if condition and you can write a condition over here. There are two ways to writing it. You can go to designer view or you can go to edit script. If you're using a designer view, you can write this iterate scenario dot member equals to actual. Behind the screen it will render the script, save, and you can check, save and validate, it passes. Now I can go to rule and look at the script. Right click and you can open the rule, look at the script part of it. Right click, look at, open it, and open this in a sorry, let's open this in rule. Right click, open the rule and look at the script, edit script. So there you can see the scripts based upon our selection. hs.mem scenario.member equals to actual. If this condition is true, then only sale text to be calculated. Once again you can validate. Third step, after validation is done, I'm going to add this rule under my rule set. So go to your system, view once again, and open the rule set and add this rule under the rule set. Right click, open rule set, create new rule set, calculate sale tax. Applicant type is continue to be consolidation, application, and type of calculation is calculate. Now simple drag and drop the rule which just now created. Conditional statement rule, conditional statement. Drag and drop over here. Validate to make sure everything is correct. And then I close this, refresh. My rule set is available. Conditional statement. Okay. I can set timestamp over here as well. Now I'm going to validate this and deploy. So switch to deployment view. Step number 4, validate and deploy. Open your HFM. You got two folders over there, to be deployed and deployed. Click on to be deployed. Click on the member you want to deploy. It is modified, not deployed yet. So I can write a member which you want to deploy. It is not deployed yet. Right click, validate. Right click and validate this. Validation pass. It turns out to be valid. Right. And then I'm going to right click and deploy. So my rule got deployed. Right. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to test this output because I modify my rule application. Therefore I need to close my application and open again. Close application and open. To test the output, I open my data form over there. So data form, I'll input value to my sales and my sale text to be calculated. To make it meaningful, the intersection, I want user should be able to put input value over here. I make it ICP none. I'll put the value under the sales third party for actual and budget and save it. Now, if you look at it here, in this example, I've got two members. One is called sales third party and sale text to be calculated. So we use right click and calculate. So I put the new value over here, right back, let me make it maximize, and 3000 I put over there for actual and budget both. But as per our condition, it should calculate only for actual. Right click my sale tax and calculate. See, it's 200, it turns out to be 300. 10% of my sales in my sale tax. Once again calculate for budget. Budget did not calculate. Why? Because as per our condition, calculation should take place only to actual, not for budget. Once again open this rule and test it. And ensure our rule is working as we expected. So open rule, right click, open, This is your rule. Condition statement, if scenario is actual, then only formula will take place, right? Click on formula, formula gets calculated. Alternatively, you can look at the edit script. So you see, if condition is actual, then only calculation take place. Sale tax will be 10% of sales. This is exactly what happening over here. For actual sales, sale tax is 10% of sales, but for budget, the calculation is not taking place because condition is failed to meet over here. So that's it for today. The simple example. In next example, I'm going to show you how to use a variable in the same conditional expression. So subscribe to our YouTube channel to access more videos. Should you have any training and consulting requirement, please visit our site www.bispsolutions.com.